Welcome back to the BOM Process course. We're still in Module 1 talking about the 4 machines. And here in Lesson 4, we're talking about your conversion machine. Now, a quick reminder, this is about how you turn the traffic that you get from your traffic machine, in other words, eyeballs, how do you turn them into leads and buyers? So that's what we're talking about here. So the conversion elements, again, you need components to turn traffic into leads and ultimately sales. And this will include your website, email list, products, and messaging. So the way we've kind of defined this, the core 5 elements of a conversion machine are your website, list building, which is growing your email list, then the email marketing you do to that list, your product suite, making sure you have the right products, and your messaging. So let's take a quick look at each, and you can kind of see how each fits in. So first of all, your website. Look, this doesn't need to be fancy. I don't care that you have something fancy and awesome, but you need an online hub that is optimized to convert. The content on your site should be designed and thought out from the beginning to get leads and make sales. As much as we love having a pretty website, as much as we like all of that stuff, at the end of the day, your website really is that hub of your core kind of conversion machine. So you need to think about, how do we design this from the ground up to get people to become leads and make sales? And that's what your website is about, so you need to make sure that you've got that in place. Next up is list building. One of the primary calls to action on your website will be for people to join your list, but you'll also have lead magnets and standalone opt-in pages to get leads. Again, we're not going deep into this, but the concept is that one of the big things your website is doing is building your list, and one of the big things you're doing in your business generally is building your list. And this requires you to constantly be working on, how do I get people to opt in for my email list? And that's what you're doing with list building. Then once they're on your list, you have email marketing. And email marketing really is one of the most powerful tools to convert people into buyers. You'll use email to nurture your leads over time and then sell to them during promotions. A lot of people get this wrong. A lot of people only email trying to sell to people. One of the most powerful things for brands like ours is that we can use email as a way to build connection, which nurtures our leads, which then leads to conversions. So instead of focusing on sell, you kind of focus on connecting, giving value, building trust, building authority, and then you sell over time. So that's how email marketing fits into the mix. Then next up is your product suite. You obviously aren't gonna convert leads into buyers if you don't have the right offers for them. So your offers need to be designed to meet your customers' needs and to meet them where they're at. In other words, you have to understand what are the people who are coming to your website, who are coming into your world. What do they think the problem is? What do they see the problem as? And your products need to really meet them there. Not what you want them to have, but what they need. And you have to make sure that your products are designed for that. And oftentimes, this means thinking in terms of multiple products. Not creating a single product, but creating a suite of products to serve people at different phases to help them build solve their problem where they are at that moment. So that's your product suite. And this needs to be thought out. It's not simply a matter of, hey, what's easiest? It's thinking through this and making sure you have the right offers for them. Then the last element in conversion is messaging. And really messaging is not just conversion. It's about a lot of things, but your conversion comes down to delivering the right message to the right person at the right time. So that does mean you have to nail your messaging. And part of this messaging is about understanding the journey that people are on so that you can deliver them a series of messages, not a single message, and deliver the right message to them where they are at that moment in their journey. Now, over time, you'll get more refined at this, but as you're starting out, what this means is delivering multiple kinds of messages, even if all of your audience is hearing all of those messages. Because the point is, that way the messages that are targeted to them at that moment really will resonate with them and will make them take action. So messaging is the final element here in your conversion machine. So again, what the key takeaway on on conversion is to think of conversion as happening over time. So make sure that you think of your conversion machine as taking your audience on a journey. Don't think of conversion as something that happens in a split second. Think of it as something that for you might happen over a month's or years long time. Now, it will depend on each business. Some businesses will convert very quickly. If you have a low price, like all of your offers are low priced, they will be things that people decide on quickly. But as the price point goes up, oftentimes the sequence and the journey you'll have to take people on will be more involved. So make sure you're thinking it through and thinking of conversion as a journey. So that wraps up the conversion machine. In the next lesson, you'll learn more about the customer experience machine, which is one of my favorite and a machine that I think is most overlooked in the online space. So we'll talk about that in the next lesson, and I will see you there.